I don't think there's a gardener out there that doesn't have tasks in the garden that they don't like to do. Monumental tasks, tasks that we put off because, well, it takes a lot of effort. In my case, I set myself a timeline. My first priority was to get the spiral area done because I knew it was a big job, and although I love doing it, landscaping is so much fun to me. Thoroughly enjoyed that job. So I put that on the top of my list, wanted to get that done. Second thing was to try and get my seeds planted for my salad crops, which you saw in the last video. Got that done. My third priority is getting the raised beds done. It's a big, huge thing. I've got to do the planting. There's bulbs in there for the spring. I'm going to have to dig them all up. I need to replenish the soil, put fresh soil in there, some really nice soil, so that in the springtime I've got a great display. So yeah, it's a lot to do, and I'm really not looking forward to it. But I'm on a time crunch. I've got to get those beds cleared out right away, get the new soil in, and put the bulbs back in, get them ready for spring. Got to get that going. This will be interesting. You got to know when to ask for help. But the other ones can move. Yeah, this is the job I've been putting off. So what are you guys putting off in your own gardens? Because I'm going to be tackling that this week. We have rain coming up tomorrow and Tuesday, and then it's all going to be soft from the rain. I can dig it out, replenish it with good soil, and take those bulbs that are in there and reposition them. And I really need to get this done. So I have to say that usually I procrastinate because I don't want to do them, but I had priority in trying to get the spiral done. So that's what took priority, and that's what got done. Wanted to get that done because I knew it was going to take a lot of effort. Not that this doesn't, but I wanted that done. That was the biggest priority to me. And then I got my seeds planted. In the last video you saw, this was my next thing I needed to get going, because if I didn't get this going, it just plain wasn't going to happen. This is the newest thing in the garden. Shade shelter was put up by Ed and Maribel Salinas. Ed came over and cemented some posts in for me. I have the 4 posts, and then put the shade cloth on for me. It was a fabulous job he did. I'm really excited to have this space and something less unsightly for the garden, where I can put plants that need some frost protection. We don't get a lot of frost, but frost protection, and grow the veg and yeah, my salad. And so that was the second thing that really needed to be done. And now, today, moving those plants around because the cannas have pretty much done their thing. So I wanted to move those out of the central part of the middle garden and move the climbers. So I planted some sweet peas in these as well. So hopefully those will be coming up, and I'll get some climbers there. My clematis that was in there, not so good. Didn't fare well, so hoping it comes back next year, but we'll see. I just don't have a lot of luck with them. And so I set myself that schedule, and I'm sticking to it because I really am on a time crunch. I've got to get the beds cleared out, everything replanted in there, and get going so they can start growing and be ready to come up in the springtime. And that's a priority to me. I love the springtime garden. It's so much fun and so beautiful, so very different from the summer and early fall seasons where it's very dry here. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow and Tuesday. I went out yesterday, sowed some seeds in the middle garden. I'm just starting to get that middle section of the garden built up. And some of the things that I'll be doing is direct sowing some seeds. If you look on your weather app and see that the rain is coming, oh my goodness, if you're going to direct sow, that is the time to do it. Do it right before that rain comes, and they love it. The seedlings really respond to natural rainfall. So get those seeds in the ground if you've got rain coming up in your forecast. Really important. And that's a key thing, beginner gardeners. If you have rain that's scheduled in your area coming up, Get those seeds that you want to direct sow, and by direct sow I mean take the seeds and put them directly in the ground, and you're going to really see a huge difference. And seedlings respond to natural rainfall like nothing else. So get those seeds planted if you have rain upcoming in your forecast. So scheduling myself for doing these priority tasks really has helped, and it's really made the moving things along in my life, in my garden life, a lot easier and a lot less stressful, because I don't have it in the back of my mind. I've got a plan. I've got it all laid out when I'm going to do it. Something that's worked for me, and I hope this is helpful for you in your own gardening experience. Now get out there and garden your hearts out. You got to kind of eye it and see if it's even or not. No even ground in my garden, but it looks fairly level. And have some crazy things. The cosmos are happening here. These are self-seeders. This one and that one. And then I have a lot of plants that haven't fared well through the drought. These climbers are doing good so far, so good. This one and this one. And I want to, this is putting on a lot of growth. I want to go ahead and get some string and string it over to this pole so that it can climb up this pole. So that's the idea. So that's something that I need to do. The last of my dahlias, there's a few blooms still on them, but not looking great. And isn't this crazy? I never get cornflowers this time of year, but here we go. Cornflower. And I saw another one. Look at more in here. Isn't that crazy? So yeah, tasks can be accomplished. We just need to set ourselves some goals and put ourselves on a schedule to get them done. And if I don't get these beds done, then I'm not going to have a beautiful spring garden, at least in those raised beds like I normally do. And that's one of my favorite times of year is spring, and you know how I prepare for that. So look at those deer. The other thing that I need to do is move the rest of this topsoil and top dressing. And I'm going to move most of that top dressing into the farm, but I have a few other places I want to put it too. But my neighbor Manson gave me these cacti, and so I need to get these put out somewhere too. Look at all those. Isn't that great? I mean, if you like cactus, which I do. I know some people are not cactus lovers, but I'm getting to appreciate them more and more with all the droughts that we go through here in California. So, yep, those got to be put down the hill on the hillside project. Here is the cactus that Manny doctored up for me. It's putting on a lot of new growth, and it looks like it might start blooming soon. The other one I have is blooming, and thinking about putting this in the ground. If I get some really pretty ornamental rocks for that spiral area, I want to put that in the ground and kind of seed it between rocks and drape it over. Wouldn't that be pretty? The Japanese maple is done for the year, so I need to move that. I think I'm going to move it into the farm under the shade. This is a plant my aunt gave me. It was not looking happy at all. I doctored this one up with some rose care and just drenched it and then left it alone and walked away, and it's doing really good.